welcome back to my channel. If you are here for the first time, my name's Kara. I am the founder of Brighter Bold, and today we're going to be talking about a super exhilarating topic, natural deodorant. So this is something that I knew normal deodorant was bad for me, but I just didn't care. I'm like a nervous sweater. So I was like, I just have to use it. I know it sucks, it's bad for me, I have to, whatever. Recently, I've been trying to transition all of my skincare and my beauty products to being a lot more green, just because I think it's so absolutely essential. But it is hard, don't get me wrong. It's hard to, first of all, they're more expensive. Second of all, they're harder to get. I have to go out of my way to get them, even though I live in Denver and there's a plethora of amazing natural shops. So I just wanted to sit down and talk about why natural deodorant, if you're skeptical, if you've tried it and it hasn't worked for you, or if you don't understand what the hype is about, or why traditional deodorants are horrible for your health. I just want to do a little video to inform you, as well as share some of the different products that I'm using and why I like them, why they might work for you, and hopefully give you the information you need to make the switch. So I wrote some stuff down because I'm super forgetful and I like to have a list, but so first of all, let's talk about the most important thing. You are supposed to sweat. As a woman, I feel like a lot of times our society kind of teaches us that we have to make our bodies polite, hide, our bad smells, or make ourselves really presentable and beautiful, and that's not always the case. Don't get me wrong, I love makeup, I love getting all done up, and I love looking beautiful, but I feel like a lot of times we need to realize our bodies, there's things that are natural to us and are good for us, and we need to learn to embrace them in a way that still makes us feel confident and beautiful. So you're supposed to sweat, and the reason for this is because it's not only a mechanism to cool your body off when you're overly overheated, but it also helps your body get rid of toxins, get rid of things that aren't good for you. So sweating is not bad, but obviously it's not super desirable. I'm a nervous sweater. My husband will joke oh, did you have to talk to a lot of people today? Because I'm super sweaty, and anytime I had to talk to people on the phone or even email sometimes, I get so nervous. I don't know why, but so anyway, know that that's okay. So I guess we should talk about why conventional deodorants are bad for you. So most of them, pretty much all of them actually, have aluminum. And what aluminum does is help to essentially clog your pores so that you don't sweat. So they're antiperspirants, so they help you to sweat less. It seems ideal, but it totally isn't, because when those deodorants close up your pores like that, it means that you're not able to get those toxins out, and it means that the sweat builds up under your skin, stays in your pores. So the sweat and the toxins can't be released, so it causes a plethora of other issues. Probably you're going to be more sweaty when you don't have deodorant on, because your body is trying to get rid of all those things. It can cause a lot of skin irritation. If you shave and you're really irritated all the time, conventional deodorants can be a contributor to this. And they like to make them seem like they're not. There's one prominent deodorant brand that's super soft underarms and 48-hour wetness protection. First of all, it does not give you the softest underarms. These are irritating ingredients to your skin. And second of all, 48-hour wetness protection is not natural. Why do you need to be protected from sweating when you're asleep? That doesn't make sense to me. So they're also bad for you because they contain other things like parabens, and all these other things that have been linked to really negative health benefits, hormonal imbalance type things. Alzheimer's and breast cancer have also been directly linked to aluminum. So if you think about it, your boobs are right there. Like your armpits are basically an extension of your boobs. So if you're putting a product on every day, it's absorbing into your skin, it's gonna be right next to that sensitive area. They found aluminum in like breast tumors, and like all of this was stuff that I knew. Like I had read articles, I had read studies, and it never really hit home for me, I think, until I talked to like one of our neighbors who had breast cancer, and they had found aluminum in her tumor, and she was absolutely convinced that it was because of deodorant. And so having it be that personal, I think, obviously that's like anecdotal evidence, but it really affected me. And it's hard to like read the study and then also realize like that you need to apply it to your daily life. Like it's one thing to know all of this information, but it's another thing to make it work in your daily life. So that's why I'm going to share some of the products I'm loving, and hopefully you can try them out, give them a try, make the switch. So the other thing is that natural deodorants actually have benefits for your skin. They're made primarily of essential oils and more natural ingredients, so they are going to give you that less irritation and eventually less sweating, because your body isn't like freaking out trying to get all the toxins out. You're allowing your body to sweat naturally. You're gonna hit a better baseline. The first thing I wanna say before I dive into my favorites is no two deodorants are alike. Obviously, people have different skin sensitivity. There's also different body chemistry. So like, if you think about it, when you put on essential oils as your deodorant, those essential oils are going to work with your natural chemistry, with your natural like pheromones, and you want to find one that's going to work with you really well and make you smell really good. So just understand you might have to try a couple different ones, and that's totally okay, and you definitely should try something till you find something you love. I'm going to break down each of the ones that I use, and obviously I own all three, so I like them for different reasons. But so the first one is probably my favorite. It is called Primal Pit Paste. It is natural deodorant. It doesn't have aluminum, parabens, or like phthalates, any of that stuff. It's shea butter based, and it has baking soda, and this is the lavender scent. So most all natural deodorants are going to have baking soda and essential oils. So baking soda helps to absorb the odor, and then the essential oil obviously helps you to smell good on top of it. So this one also has coconut oil and beeswax, and yeah, it's like non-GMO, there's vitamin E in it. I really, really love this one, but the only thing is like the solid is kind of hard. Like you kind of have to like really rub it to get it under your arms, but it works really well. Like it probably works the best out of any of these, but it is hard to get on. And if I like shave, I notice that I can have really bad irritation from like shaving and then also putting it on, like rubbing hard. But I do love this one, and they also have a version that is like in a little tub instead of a stick, and I haven't tried that one yet, but I probably should, because it probably would fix the problem of this being too solid. Okay, so the next one that I really, really love is from Native Deodorant. It is also paraben free and aluminum free. It has arrowroot powder, baking soda, shea fruit butter, coconut oil, castor oil, vitamin E, and then a few other things that I can't pronounce but are okay because I looked all of them up, and then fragrance. So this one is really, really easy to put on. It glides on just like a regular deodorant. It's like really, really smooth. I don't know if you can see that. It's really, really smooth. It's like kind of sparkly. It smells amazing. They have a bunch of different ones, but the set I actually have is a brunch set that they sent me back when my blog was called Never Skip Brunch. And so there's like, let's see, this is rosé, sangria, and mimosa. And they all smell so good. I'm not sure if they still have it, because they do these kind of like sets of 3 scents, and they're kind of like themed. And so this one was over the summer, so I hope they bring it back because it's literally amazing. But they always have like some kind of fun scent, and then their like regular ones are really, really good as well. So love that one also, and the smells are really fun. Okay, then the third one would be, this is like a really good drugstore version. So like, let's say you don't want to order online, you just need to grab something, or you want something that's a little bit cheaper. This one is from Arm & Hammer. It's the Arm & Hammer Essentials, and It has no aluminum, no parabens. It smells actually really good. I don't know what it smells like. It's a really fresh smell, like it says. It has baking soda and no parabens, but the one thing I don't like about this one is it contains propylene glycol, which is not that great for you and can also cause a lot of skin irritation. So if you have sensitive skin, I would not recommend this one. Honestly, this is like the first one I used when I switched over because it was just easy to grab from Target. I don't really use it very much anymore just because I found these other options. They work really well, but I would say if you're trying to make the switch and if you maybe can't afford some of the more expensive ones, like this is at least a good starter place. Like at least you're not using aluminum on your skin anymore. So I would start with this one if that's kind of where you're at. So the other favorite that I don't have because it's upstairs it's from Jason, the Jason brand, and it is the dry spray. So you've probably seen like all the different spray deodorants now, which the ones with aluminum are just, oh, they're so bad for you because it's like, not only is it aluminum, like it's also in an aerosol, so it's going into your air and just like, yuck. I was hooked on the Dove one for a long time. Like I will say that I did use that for a long time because it did help me not sweat. And then I kind of realized like that is not natural and that is not good for my body, and I've noticed significantly less irritation. Like the Dove one says it like gives you smoother, softer underarms. Like absolutely not true. My underarms were bumpy all the time. Like I don't even have that sensitive of skin, but that stuff was not good for my skin. Like how do you make the switch? First of all, understand that it takes time, because your body is really used to that antiperspirant and your pores are probably still a little bit clogged up. So it's gonna take your body a week, maybe a couple weeks to adjust because your body has to basically get out all the toxins that have been built up, as well as the chemicals from the deodorant themselves. So at first you could be like super sweaty, and it could be gross. Like I remember the first week I started switching, I was like, this does not work at all. Like, holy shit, this is horrible. But what I realized is I just had to retrain my body and kind of get it out of that panic mode and give it some time to adjust. So just know that like, it's like anything. It's like a cleanse or a diet or I don't know, all that kind of stuff, where the first few days are like miserable and then you just kind of like get used to it. Because your body, you can retrain your body to have this healthier alternative. Let's just do another quick list of the stuff you really, really want to avoid. The first one, absolutely, hands down, aluminum, no aluminum. The second one is parabens and like, is it phthalates? But that's not good also. And then the propylene glycol is something you also want to avoid. It's not very natural. It irritates skin for the most part, but in comparison to the rest of them, it's a little bit better. Okay, so then my other biggest natural deodorant tip is to reapply it throughout the day. Like that whole idea where you just put on deodorant once and you're good for 48 hours is nonsense. Like natural deodorants work with your body, but they also, because they're more natural, they get absorbed and they wear off faster because they're not crazy chemicals. So you're probably gonna have to reapply throughout the day or before you go out, but it's like no big deal. You can just literally carry one in your purse. Yeah, so that's my whole spiel, my whole rant on natural deodorants. And I hope it was helpful, and I hope that you give them a try. I will link all of these guys in the box below so you can find them easily. And if you have questions or thoughts, or you want to just tell me what's up, leave a comment. And I would absolutely love if you liked and subscribed to my channel, because there will be more of this kind of stuff coming your way. So thank you, babes, and I will see you soon.